Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sin.
And 15 PCA?
Native 454.
Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. So we talk a lot about reboots and remakes, whatever, and Charlie's Angels is getting a reboot. I don't know if we talked about it before, but, I really wasn't a big fan.
I wasn't
Even
a
the
fan.
movies, not really my thing. I was more of an A-Team kind of thing.
Yeah.
But, okay, so I'm like, this thing's coming out. It's probably going to suck. But this is confirming that it will suck. This is from comicmovie.com. Our author is Cameron Bonomolo. It's going to be up on screen.
Yeah.
But Kirsten Stewart says Charlie's Angels is a woke reboot.
Worse.
Honestly, you said that's terrible. And that's not what Charlie's Angel is. I grew up with Charlie's Angels because I'm the oldest at all of us. And it's a 70s campy, sexy show. And you're going to take that and try to make a feminist
and
show
again,
out of
they
it?
say it on Twitter all the time, and it has proven true every single time. Go woke, go broke.
Yeah.
How many times do these movies have to fail?
I know.
Ocean's 8,
Ocean's 8 failed.
Ghostbusters?
failed.
those raunchy girl comedies fail.
And I remember they were okay. They did a Charles Angel reboot like in, 2005?
With Cameron Diaz.
with Drew Barrymore,
Drew
right?
Barrymore and
Lucy Liu.
Was
Lucy
Bill
Liu.
Murray the guy
Yeah.
in the intercom? Yeah, and it was fun, campy, and silly.
The last one was awful. The one with
Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
yeah, that one sucked.
I like Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac's funny.
But the first one, the reboot, it was stupid fun.
Yeah.
That's all it was. So in this article, she goes on and says Kirsten Stewart, who headlines the In the Works big screen reboot of the 70s television series Charlie's Angels, says the reimagining will be woke, more socially aware, and politically progressive. Oh my God!
You just said
You just ruined your movie.
yeah. You just put fail.
Especially
fail,
Charles
and fail.
Angels, like I said, that's not what it was about.
Then
No.
just
Complete
then make
opposite.
just make something else. Then make
Yeah.
another thing about
Exactly.
two Supergirls doing
But
some
they're going to
things.
tell something that people remember back a long time ago, and they're going to say, see, now look, we're going to do it our way, the right way. They think they're correcting the wrongs. That's how they're seeing it. It's ridiculous. No, you're not. You're just making something that was campy fun into something stupid.
Exactly.
That's all you're doing.
You're making it weird. Like, why
Yeah.
do that?
Yeah, and then Kristen Stewart, she's famous for being in Twilight and not being able to act. Those are her two famous things. It's still going to be fun. Charlie's Angel ease, but will be a curtain and modern. Guess what? Being socially woke and being like that, you can't be fun. Those two things can't exist together, because when you're a hardcore SJW woke
You're
progressive,
offended by everything.
you can't have fun. There is no fun.
No, because
no
you're offended by
have.
every little thing.
How many funny female jokes can you tell when you're that you can get
Woke.
set off that much?
You can't.
You can't.
I'm sorry, when you watch the original Charlie's Angels, sometimes they'd be wearing bikinis, sometimes they'd be wearing scantily clad outfits. That's Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, or they'll try to seduce the guy.
Yeah, guys, to get to, so we're not gonna have any of that. Well, then there's no point. That's what the show was about.
Yeah, are they going to be
And
like
there was-
some crazy black ops where they're just like, like snapping people's necks?
Yeah, no one wants to see that.
No.
one wants to see that, especially Charlie's Angels. That's stupid.
Yeah, another thing is, I remember they ended up talking to Drew Barrymore about this, and like how she wasn't even told about it, and she just like found out about it like on social
Yeah.
media, and then she's like, "Oh, good for them," and you can kind of just by reading the words tell that she's like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
What is this?
It would be cool to see them do like a cameo.
Yeah.
The three, like they meet them,
Yeah.
like they did in Starsky and Hutch. Like they had the same car for some reason. What are the chances? You know?
Yeah, they'll meet him. Yeah.
But I don't know about this, guys. It sounds awful. Awful that you just hit all
I
the
probably
numbers.
wouldn't go see it anyways, but it would put a smile on my face. But since they're doing it this way, I'm never gonna watch this. Not even on Netflix.
That's the whole problem I see with this. So
or
you're
if it goes on.
you're gonna make
channel.
the old fans mad because it's not gonna be like Charlie's Angels, and you're gonna make all the new people seeing it. They're gonna see Charlie's Angels, and they're gonna be like, "What is this?"
And the thing is, every day, Charlie's Angels fan dies. You know what I'm saying? They're getting fewer and fewer of them.
Oh God,
So-
I'm reading more of
Yeah.
this article, and
It's
it's
getting
just
worse?
It's getting worse. Okay.
Okay, go.
Who's talking here? Stewart added blah 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 blah. They're quoting someone, but I think this is Stewart talking. There's a niche nature to the last ones that were super fun, but nowadays, if you see a woman in combat, everything should be something completely and utterly within their ability. Stewart said. Not really.
Really? No.
If it's not stupid, like she does a kick and flies across the room, but if she's like in regular combat, as long as it's a cool thing, no one's gonna care.
Well, the thing is, if she's using weapons, that like guns, it doesn't matter.
Or even like in the show, didn't they have like know how to do
Yeah.
pressure points?
yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff,
just
and,
make
like,
some.
Well, you know what gets me, and I'm gonna go and say this. The thing gets me. If you want to do a reboot, and do it right. Look at the Tomb Raider movies. Perfect.
Yeah, the
She's
latest Tomb Raider movie. the last third of the movie kind of fell on its face, but everything up to it was fun.
It's a fun movie, yeah.
So this is the question I have for you guys. So if they said they had to make it more realistic, do you want these Charlie Angels fights to be downright like to the death, where they're like,
Do you remember the in Batman vs Superman that warehouse fight?
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be like that.
Exactly.
That was like brutal.
Yeah.
And it was cool to see because Batman is just like a big, powerful guy. Do I really want to see
the Charlie's Angels girls go through something like that.
But then it's not Charlie's Angels anymore. These are Charlie's Devils. You know, they're not.
Because in the original TV show, like you said, they handled things, but it wasn't that like messed up.
No, it wasn't. Like, oh, we have to get this. Go get the device before it blows up, and then go run and get it. That's Charlie's Angels.
See, and she continues on. This is, I think, the worst part of it. And the new trio of angels work together really, really beautifully. This is still her talking. And there's a whole network of angels. Not just three. It's women across the entire globe that are connected and helping each other.
F, failure. This is the worst thing ever when it comes to Charlie's Angels.
It's gonna done. Complete.
They're not a network.
It's worse than Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
They Ghostbusters like, guys, let's ruin a franchise as hard as we could do it. Then, Kristen Stewart was just sipping her tea saying, you haven't seen nothing yet. This is the
hold
worst
my
thing
beer. You're gonna see how
No,
bad
she drinks a chai tea latte.
Whatever.
Let me at least get the beer, okay?
They don't get that.
Apart.
That's a network of women helping each other.
So why don't they just have the main boss guy?
Why is it called
Hillary?
It should be Hillary's Angels. Why don't they just go full
I know,
ball?
that's hilarious. And they're gonna make sure they go online and make sure people aren't billing each other on video games. I mean, what is this?
They're the other half of them are the bully hunters. That's where they usually came from. Was the networkers. So Charlie is Charlie a woman? I'm
I
assuming
guarantee
Charlie's a
you,
woman.
another ruin, another thing.
I guarantee you, this sounds, guys. How many times do these things have to fail for the executives? People are like, enough throwing money at things. Who cares if he won the woke points? There's no woke award where you win millions of dollars.
Because they're trying to do an agenda and they keep on filling something that will not sell. That's what's
But
amazing.
here's the thing, though. I've talked to people. If it's the only media out there, you're going to consume it if it's the only thing out there.
Yeah, but the thing is, we have so many choices.
Yeah.
That's why it's not the only thing as of right now. Who knows in the future? Hopefully that
because honestly, you look at something like I just read an article that happened earlier this week. The director of Ghostbusters still blames the fans.
That's sad. That
it's
is so
toxic
sad.
masculinity. It's toxic. It's toxic.
That's why every time I see
your writing is toxic.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. So stupid and dumb. And here's the thing. Now, the only thing that would totally ruin if they get like three angels that are just like, I'm gonna put this in the best way I can. Regular looking women. I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Not
Mean,
beautiful. That would be the nail in the coffins.
Like basically the girls from the Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
From the Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
movie.
Oh my lord, those girls are so.
I'm not trying to be mean or nothing, but like
I
you were
remember
saying.
when
you
I
know?
first heard about Ghostbusters,
Yeah.
and I was talking to my other brother about it. I'm like, this will prove if the movie going public wants to see unattractive women in a
Yeah.
movie, and I was right. They didn't want to go see that.
I'm sorry, that's the way the market is.
I mean, I wouldn't want to see some ugly guy be Superman. I want to see some. I don't want to see Batman with dad
If
bod.
I see a fat girl or a fat guy, I'm thinking comedy. I'm thinking
Yeah.
silliness, not taking seriously. And I'm not saying Ghostbusters doesn't have comedy elements, but it's not that kind of comedy. It's not that kind of self.
And the thing is, the original
comedy.
Ghostbusters, those guys weren't freaking knockouts,
No.
but
No.
they were comedy masters.
Yes, they
Yes.
could pull it off.
Kennedy's not bad. I like her, but the rest of that crew,
So yeah, Charlie's Angels looks like just another freaking absolute complete failure.
yeah.
Grounded and well intentioned. That really shows that way that women can really work together now. What did something happen where women never could work together? What are we
They're
talking
only
about?
started now. Remember that. Here's the thing also. Like I said, Charlie's Angels, they were sex symbols in the 70s. You're going to take a movie like that premise in the 70s, with that sensibilities to this?
And it's gonna
Look at
fail
that.
because that version worked. This version won't.
It won't work.
It will bomb.
Yeah.
It'll be just like Ocean's 8, just like Ghostbusters. All these like let's screw whatever little fandom we have and let's do the super woke version.
Well, we're going to do another woke version of Three's Company, where this time he's going to actually be gay.
yeah, I know.
Exactly, yeah, yeah.
Pretending to be gay.
No, he's in a gay nheborhood and has to pretend to be straight. Wouldn't
There
that be
you go.
funny?
Oh, there you go.
They would never do that though. Would that be hilarious?
I'm straight, guys. Oh, where's my beer?
And the landlord doesn't like him because he is. It's the other way around. He's a Republican voter. He's a Trump voter.
Yeah, he's the guy who owns the building right now.
Yeah, there you
Mr.
go.
Roper, I think his name was, but yeah.
Whoa! You always see him in these odd, awkward situations.
And Cindy's like, well, I don't know.
I can't. I just to come out there and just say it and thinking, oh man, the people are gonna love this. What market research have they done? What thing have they done to say, you know what, guys, this is the way to go? I can't imagine they just see all these things bomb and think we're going to do it
look
right.
at the comic book industry. Same thing.
All I know is how if you're an exec and you saw this, can't you just like point to like Ocean's 8, Ghostbusters? This doesn't work.
This doesn't work.
Because all it takes is one executive who's one of these SJW types to get this going.
And literally to lose millions of dollars for your company.
Yep.
Millions.
And maybe
And
lose
losing
your job.
jobs.
Movies
That's
aren't
the worst.
cheap.
Yeah.
Movies are expensive, especially something like this is going to be like an action film.
You're talking at least $50 million, at least. And that's not even counting the actors. Not
Promotion.
counting crew, promotion, all that.
And the sad thing is, I don't even mind. Like, let's say some of the story was changed. They want to make it more action. Fine, whatever. Just keep some of that sex appeal and that charm from Charlie's Angels.
They're not going to. They're not.
Exactly. I mean, I tell you the truth. Would I even want the theme song that maybe I would. Maybe I would.
Only if it's sung by Roger from American Dad. When he does that.
And he blew up the kitchen.
I know.
Don't worry, it's a thing I'm doing. It's a bit I'm imagining.
And then he's all there. He's all doing this.
Exactly. Maybe I would want that, and I think fans would want that. Moviegoers would want that.
Yeah.
It would be funny.
I don't know. Completely a network of women all helping each other.
Yes, because only they could do it from all those
Here's the
nasty
thing.
men.
Do you think they're gonna have a transgendered woman? Like as one of the not one of the main characters, but one of the women that help each other?
The first one that does it will be repeated 10 other times. They might.
Because what's a woman anymore? If we can all just think our genders differently, what's it even mean to be a woman or a man or anything? If it can
And
just
then they'll be
constantly
horrible.
change.
And like I said, the next person will do a movie like that, but even get someone more transgender, and then there'll be a minority transgender. It's never going to end.
Yeah.
It's just this stupidity hole of dumb.
Again, and I just can't wait to see it opens the 5th place behind whatever crappy cartoon movie's out at the time.
Yeah.
And it makes a total like $50,000 or something. It's going to be a bust.
Crimson Sin here. Thanks for watching and be sure to like, sub, and share. Also, for the most up-to-date information about the podcast, follow us on Twitter at C15 Podcast.